I've had the privilege of knowing Urbay Yessel since he was a new rep in our office in Minneapolis. Here's this young Turkish sensation with, just a great work ethic, great attitude, and it's been a lot of fun, Urbay, to watch you grow, and now you're knocking on the door of a promotion to management, so congratulations. And you're asking a lot of really good questions on the dynamics of an ICL. Like, Jamie, what does it look like when I'm running an office? What are all the different roles? What are the layers of complexity to this thing? And you really had me thinking on, what's the simplest way to really run an office? And what does a duplicatable office look like? Because that's really the key. You not only want to run a great business, you want to run a great duplicatable business where leaders in your office take a look and be like, I can do that. I can do what Urbay's doing. And you multiply that a bunch of times over, that's really the career that we're talking about here, Urbay. So I've really broken an ICL into 5 segments. So I'm going to put 5 spokes together. Here's some drawings for you, with the first spoke being the recruiter. Okay, so the recruiter is like our version of Match.com. Okay, so you're really introducing us, the office, to the best talent out there in that particular city, or people moving to that city. I know that it's always changing. How matchmaking happens. In the old days when I started, it was newspaper ads. Then all of a sudden, Monster and Career Builder come around. Then you've got aggregates like Indeed. And so there's a lot of different ways. Handshake, right? Universities, doing the matchmaking. So it's important to stay current. It's important to continuously get educated on what are the best ways to bring talent into the office. But that is a vital role. Look at any organization growing, they put a big emphasis on the recruiting. Even look at sports teams. They're always talent scouting the next Kobe Bryant or LeBron James. So it's such a vital role, and certainly in our business, no question, it's vital. And once you get great at the recruiting role, there are opportunities to move up and do other things too. Just it starts with becoming competent as a recruiter, but you can certainly take on administrative roles. How do we make sure that all these apps that we're doing are getting paid? Well, somebody has to take on that role. So the recruiters, again, once they get competent, let's take on some administrative roles. Let's learn SEO. Let's learn how to make our company look great online, right? Search engine optimization. And so once you get great at that, you can end up becoming a BOM, as we call it, a brand optimization manager, where you can start providing those online services for various ICLs. So again, really starts in that recruiting role where you get a chance to move up and work in other capacities. Just really know the art of how do I get great talent into that business. The second spoke on this wheel are the reps. And I broke the reps into 2 categories, the A's and the B's. And the A's are the newbies, okay? These are new people coming in and they're shopping our business. And we're shopping them. Let's face it, it's a courting period, it's a dating period. We're not sure if this is somebody that's going to be in our business for the long haul. They're not sure if they want to be in this environment or if they're going to be successful in sales or on commissions. Is this really going to be a match? And so it's really a shopping period. And I'm totally cool with that shopping period. I'm not expecting anybody to be overly committed when they're new. Let's just get to know each other and let's really see if our values align. To me, that's the most important part. Are our values aligned? Is there great camaraderie with you and our team? Do you fit into the culture? And then we can really explore career options. And then the part B, that's a different pool. These are the veterans. And I'd say once somebody's in our business a month or more, I think the courting period is pretty much somewhat come to an end. They know what they're getting into and we know what we've got as well too. And these are pretty much the leaders of the business. And all of them are expected to just be great role models. Do you embody the 5 and the 8? Are you somebody that we should emulate? Should we duplicate? Should we multiply 100 times over? So it's my responsibility really as a leader in that business. Just got to keep fine tuning my craft to make sure that A, I'm a great example for people. B, I'm duplicatable, that people can do what I'm doing, that I get great results, my team around me gets great results. That's really a the part B type of player as far as the reps go. Then you've got part C here, or the third leg, which is the hub manager. Now, the hub manager spawned from the recruiting role. So they were recruiters at one point in time, but then they worked their way into more of a bookkeeping role where they can now prepare the books for all the growth happening in that business. I mean, if there's multiple offices spawning from that business, somebody's got to prepare the books because, I mean, listen, the owner's just not going to do that. There's too much going on for the owner, and we'll get to that role here in a second. But the bookkeeping role, the hub management role, is a vital one. And I would say all of our hub managers in the business also wear the hat of therapist. Whether they would admit that or not, I'm not sure. But because they grew up in an office and because they worked with some great owners in the business, they know the ins and outs about running a great office. And our owners confide in the hub. So every promotion, I always see owners that are getting promoted speaking such great things about their hub, and they'll always talk about, hey, thanks for being there for me in those late night conversations. Again, I just sort of picture the role of a therapist helping those owners out when times are tough. Sometimes they can get, counsel from hubs that they couldn't get from their promoting owner or consultant. So we obviously love our hubs in the business. The fourth role I have here is the role of head office. Now, head office is there's a lot of different functions that come from head office. Most important function is head office provides us our clients, okay? We don't have to go hustling to get our own clients. So they've got the best of the best that the world has to offer, from Amazon to AT&T, and the list goes on. And there's always new clients knocking on the door. So the fact that this is kind of our place where we can get new business opportunities, whether it's national or international, that is a major function of head office, is to make sure that they are brokering the relationship between that ICL and between plenty of new opportunities out there for us. So that's a big one. Another big one is, listen, I don't have a degree in accounting or law, but they have free, legal and accounting services there for us. So if we ever need any advice, they're a quick phone call away. Head office provides education. And a lot of people are like, really? They provide education? I look at head office like it's a university. There are so many rich classes that I've taken because head office drives themselves a little nuts on how can we add more value to our owners? How can we add more value to our leaders? And so they've sent us to public speaking classes, Stephen Covey's classes, John Maxwell's classes. I mean, the list goes on and on. But I really feel like we're getting our PhDs here in business. Now, if you're going to tap into it, if you're going to go get that education, they've got it there, but it's up to us to go get that education. Another role of head office is, listen, our promoting owners and our consultants, are paid through head office. So I look at that, the coaching that you can get, the world-class coaching. I mean, some of the coaching that I've got over the years, if I had to pay for it, if I had to write a check for that, I'd say it's in the tunes of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. I get that for free. Now, again, me being the student, it's my responsibility to go knock on the door, and the doors are going to open. But we've had some unbelievable, I think of a guy like Ken Gutnick. I mean, he coaches, high-level CEOs. I mean, that's a service that head office provided me is, hey, we'll give you some one-on-one mentorship from a great guy like Ken Gutnick. And boy, did he help me level up my game. So that was awesome. So head office plays a great role. And again, we can talk about this offline on all the different things that they can add value to. But again, if we're not knocking down that door, you might not even know all the value that head office has to offer, but there's a ton. And then the final spoke on the wheel is the role of the owner, okay? So the role of the owner is, listen, you are to be the model. You are the model of what a business owner should look like, how you treat your people, how you treat the new guy, how you treat the veteran. Ideally, we want you to model generosity. That, listen, if you drive yourself crazy on how to make sure everybody else is doing well, I've always looked at the owner like, listen, you're the bottom of the totem pole. Everybody above you, right, all your reps, your recruiter, everybody in that business, they all have to do well. And if they're all doing well, then the health of that business will do well. You really are the developer of people in that business. I mean, it's part of your role to help everybody just improve slightly day after day. So the meetings that you're running, the one-on-ones that you're having, I mean, you really are the head coach of that business. And then lastly, really everybody's role. So I've got this next picture here with these, how every role is kind of connected with all these other rings. I mean, everybody's role is to level up. Everybody is the CEO of their own life. And CEO stands for the creator of energy and opportunity. So we all have to work ourselves out of a job. There can be no contentment with your position. Oh, I'm content as a recruiter. I'm content as a rep. I'm content as an owner. And you got to be itchy to kind of get to that next level. So it is in every role, everybody's responsibility is to level up, leave that position that you're in and get to the next position and continue to fuel the growth of the business. That's how you continuously expand and open up multiple offices and really make a career in the business. So I hope that helps you, Urbe, and everybody watching this, that really the simplicity of an ICL in those 5 different arenas. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll talk soon.